Hi guys, today the look that I did is very dramatic, very dark, a very navy, dark, dramatic smoky eye. There you go. I hope you guys enjoy it. In this video I'm also featuring a new line of brushes that I am super impressed with. They are by Sigma and I'm going to put a link to them over in the sidebar so that you can find them, but they are fabulous. Love them. Well, this isn't even all of them, but you get the point. So if you guys want to see how to do this, then keep watching. Alright, so first I'm going to take the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, and I'm just going to lightly apply that all over my eye area. You can kind of pat it on and then kind of blend it out with your fingertips. Also take a little bit more and apply it right to your lower lash line area. Alright, so first I'm going to take Nehru by MAC. I'm going to start with my darkest shade first. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I prefer doing for this. And I'm going to take the Sigma brush in, it's called SS275. I'm going to do a full review on these brushes soon, but I can just tell you that they're fabulous. I don't really have to be too precise with this color. That's why I'm using a brush that might be a little bit on the fluffy side, something that you probably wouldn't think of using for this. But I'm just looking to make a diagonal shape, as you can kind of see it starting to form. And this brush is good for doing that since it's kind of wedge shaped anyways. When you get to the crease, kind of swirl the brush just slightly like that. And you can kind of see that it's going to start kind of blending it upward just a little bit. Kind of making like a swooping shape. Right, then I'm going to use a smaller brush. I'm going to use the SS219. This is also by Sigma. And I'm going to take it right up underneath my lower lash line, kind of touching it right to the corner of that color and connecting it down. But since the color's so dark, if I made it too thick right here, it would kind of start to look droopy and very like gothic. So you want to keep it thickest right here on this outer edge. And just kind of connect the color. You want it to look like it's swooping upward, not like it's like bringing you down with all this color. And stop, you know, just shy of a quarter of the way. Alright, then I'm going to take the SS239 and the Night Divine shade by MAC. Where is it? Right there. This shade is really great to use with blues. It is a really dark, kind of silvery shade, but it really starts to look blue really fast. So if you're using it with darker blues, it's great. And I'm just patting the color on the area of the lid that was bare. It's a very soft brush, so you can really blend colors well with it, and it also packs on a lot of color as well. And I'm just going to kind of sweep that up and around, kind of connecting it to this color. You can kind of see how you've got a really smooth shape. Okay, now I'm going to go back with this first brush that I used, the 275, and get just the tip of it back into the darkest blue, that Nehru shade. Right here on the corner, I'm just going to kind of swirl it and lightly kind of blend it into the crease right there. This angled brush is really great for doing crease color and stuff like that, especially if you want it to be really precise, or if you're working with darker colors that you don't really want to go everywhere. These brushes are like extremely soft too. So, alright, now if you want to kind of intensify this dark shade even more, you can take just a little bit of carbon on this smallest brush. A good trick to remember is that when you're working with darker shades, as the shade gets darker, it's best to kind of make your brushes get smaller and smaller with the darker the shade is, just because you kind of get more control that way. I'm just going to dab that close to my lash line on the outer area, and then you can kind of lightly pull it up toward your crease. You don't want to like take this and like that. You can if you want, but I'm just kind of deepening this outer edge just to kind of intensify it. Alright, now to kind of blend everything to make the progression look a little more natural, I'm going to use soft brown, which is this right here. Use the SS224 and get just a little bit on the ends. And right there where that color meets my natural brow bone color, I am going to just lightly swirl it upward. It's just going to make that color look so much more blended, so much softer, and it's going to really warm up that my brow area. Okay, so for my brow highlight color, I'm going to use Blank Type, which is a really light cream matte shade. I'm going to use the SS252 for this. I'm going to run that right along the area right underneath my eyebrow. Again, to brighten up this inner corner of my eye, I'm just tracing this inner V area of my tear duct and kind of starring it inward. You can use a brush or your pinky and just kind of dab it in just to blend. For liner, I'm just going to do a really quick sweep with my Black Track Fluid Line and a bent liner brush. This is one from Coastal Scents. You can use any kind of liner brush you want. The set that I used from Sigma also has a really nice angled brush that is awesome for liner, but I really, really love it for my eyebrows. It is my new favorite. I just use a little bit of cork eyeshadow and just kind of take it along the under shape of my brows, kind of just lightly dabbing it on any areas that are a little sparse. And then I just lightly kind of go through it with a spoolie brush, just to blend the color. Next, you can finish with some mascara, and if you keep watching, I'm going to show you what I used on the rest of my face. Alright, so for mascara, I used the MAC Plush Lash. This is my very, very favorite mascara ever. It's very volumizing. It kind of lifts them. The brush is amazing. Love it. For the cheeks, I definitely wanted to do something a little brighter, something a little rosy, so I used the Tippy Beauty Powder Blush from MAC. This is the Hello Kitty one. With a darker look like this, especially if you're going to go for like a really smoky eye, you definitely don't want to neglect your cheeks, because you can kind of get that, you know, ready for the funeral home, you know, paleness, not good look about you. And with that, I use the Sigma SS187 brush, which never said this about any other brush, but this one is, this one's better than my MAC 187. And, you know, I've used brushes before like this, and trust me, I would never say that if I didn't totally believe that. So I just kind of swirled it on to the apples of my cheeks. I already have some on, so I'm going to be like totally over blushed, but I'm just going to blend it out a little bit. But that's just where I applied it, right to the apples of my cheeks. Then for my lips, I didn't do anything super bright or anything. I used the MAC High Tea lipstick. It's a very, very gorgeous nude shade that has some shine to it. Also, it has some color to it, so it doesn't make your lips look totally nude. But this is one of my very favorite, if not my very favorite, MAC shade to wear. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.